here's how to reinstall your trigger and trigger bar. I'll be using the Cajun Gunworks floating trigger pin for the fact that it's so much easier to work with. So just getting the trigger back to place. There we go. Just put that pin in. Ta-da. And now let's get the trigger return spring. And this will be much easier if you use some sort of, I've seen guys use pieces of wood. The trigger return spring comes with this pin. You can use some of your other pins that you've got for putting this together, but this longer arm that comes and hooks up, that's what's going to seat down into the frame. So you're just going to have to slide it in this way, and as you push it down, have the little pin ready. There you go. That makes this immensely easier. So now we can take it, put it in, and the trigger bar is going to press, the trigger pin will press that out. So, slide that down into place. So now the point is I've got to push this down, so it will allow me to punch this in. So, see if I can just get the lighting to work. Just show that. I don't know if that's going to pick up the light coming through that hole, but I've got that. I can just start sliding that through. I made it in almost entirely. I almost lost it. I've got a lot of those. You may not want to lose that yourself if you don't have spares. So the way it's got notches and it's holding that floating trigger pin in, and how this works is I'll just take this, I can get that, that's a good view. I'm just pushing in kind of down at an angle, and then when I push in, that'll allow me to push this pin all the way through. So it's a little tricky doing this in front of the camera to try and show everyone, but right there. So I just pushed that down, went in, and that is perfectly in place. Didn't even have to use the punch. And again, those notches in the floating trigger pin engage, and that is in place.